5-4. The Washington Nationals allowed only 5 hits as a staff.
From Philadelphia, MLB Network is live from Citizens Bank Park. Lots of pink all around for this Mother's Day matchup between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Jake Arrieta, a Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Next up for New York, Michael Conforto, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, I've been very impressed with Asdrubal Cabrera. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Standing in, Yoenis Cespedes, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, Dero. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got to...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that... Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bruce has a read on it. 1 down. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Mark, how did they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now, and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
Pop straight up, and this will land foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Left side, but well fouled.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Hit hard but fouled off toward the dugout. The 1-2. Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Conforto is there, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Jay Bruce now, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Bronco fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
You know what that ugly swing tells me right there? This guy's got his good slider work, and that thing's got depth and bite.
The 1-2. Popped him up. And Santana able to stay with it here for route number 2. Next for the Mets, Dominic Smith. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. The 1-0. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. One and 2 to Dominic Smith.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
The 2-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Line to the right side. But he will close fast out there in right field as he comes on to put it away. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Altair. His career line against Wheeler. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 0-1 the count. 0-1 pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. Here's Wheeler on 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. laid off and the count runs full. On deck, Carlos Santana. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So now Carlos Santana, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. One ball and one strike to the Phillies first baseman. Two out, nobody on. Pulled toward right center field. Conforto moves over, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. City's founder William Penn seen atop City Hall here in Philadelphia as we welcome you back to our MLB Network broadcast. In now, Wilmer Flores. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Next up for New York, Kevin Plawecki, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Zach Wheeler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second. Hernandez loves it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Pitch on the way. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. This is line to left, and the Phillies are into the hit column.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Knapp. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Knapp playing here in his age 26 season. He's a 2nd-year big leaguer. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, Jake Arrieta. Now a bunt attempt here. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Digging in to try it again, Michael Conforto back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Net. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound.
Hammers it to deep right field. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Here now is his Dribble Cabrera. As it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Stepping in now, Jay Bruce, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. It was pretty obvious in live action that that ball was hit hard, and after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo, an impressive swing of the bat. Striding in once again, Todd Frazier. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Cespedes on third. Bruce is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Just missing here. 2-0. Frazier swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". Could find himself a member of the All-Star squad this year. He's had a nice season. Currently second in fan votes at third base.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
So 2-2 now.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. 2 guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in. And now this is going to be big trouble out there. The relay. And he's out trying for third base, but he'll get credit for 2 RBIs here.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
In now, Dominic Smith. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Odubel Herrera set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Now another 0-2. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Number 24.
Ready for another chance. Number 24. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Popped him up. Frazier shading to his right. 2 down. So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cespedes moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Digging in, Wilmer Flores. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit to short. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, captain Kevin Plawecki.
Stepping up now, Kevin Plawecki. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. Foul. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Weak chopper up the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. The 0-2 home. Little dribbler down the line. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Zach Wheeler.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Zach Wheeler. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but they lead it 3-0. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins.
Left fielder,
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
High in the air out to center field. Conforto is right there, 1 down.
Up next for Philadelphia, center fielder.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Aaron Altair. He's 0 for 1 thus far. This one's flared off to the right side. And that's in there, base hit.
He's been cold. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Santana. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Drilled to first, and that will be a base hit here for Santana. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
But this is speared by the first baseman, and he will hasten his way back to first where he's in there safely.
Now batting,
So striding forward now, Andrew Knapp comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Fastball in there for a called strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. This is pulled into right. Oh, and he misses it. And the runner will score from second. And he's in safely at third as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Yeah, I'd like to see this one again because at first glance it looked like a routine play, and yeah, it was. He just misses it somehow, and 2 runs come across the score. That's beyond costly right there.
Now at third with 2 away. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. The sights in.
now pitching for the Phillies, number 61.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Michael Conforto comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Pereira is there for it. 1 away. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. High high and deep to right center. Altair ranging back to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the two outfielders. Bangs up against the wall in right center, and he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he hits one on a line to left field. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch squared that one up just a little late. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside? Or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him. Oh, look at this sliding stop. Got him. Digging in once again, number 24, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, man, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Now here it comes. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Wheeler's ready. Here it is on 0-1. Line towards center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Hit hard, but foul. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Chopped weakly to the left. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready for another shot now, Dominic Smith. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss on a pitch that wound up hitting him. It's 0-1. Here it comes. He pulls this one into right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Digging in once again, Wilmer Flores. He was a ground out victim last time up. From the belt, kicks and deals. That grounder caught him. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Smith at second with 2 down. He's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Lead 1. They're up 3-2. Here's the first pitch to him. Right over the middle, knee high.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Now the 2-0. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So now Carlos Santana. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. And right into the shift. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Adam Morgan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Juan Lagares is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Line drive to center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first down. Michael Conforto will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. One and 1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Digging in and looking for more as Google Cabrera. The head-to-head with Adam Morgan. He's seen him well, 6 for 11. He's also hit 3 home runs. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Franco is going to put this one away on the dirt in front of the dugout. Mets strand 1. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Paul Sewell is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. And that's in there for strike 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Slider. Good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is there to record the first out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher, and he'll be very happy with how the day went. First pitch on its way. And he pops it up. Frazier in foul ground, and this will land foul. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Boy, that's a big base hit right there. The only problem now, D-Row, you have the pitcher's spot on deck. It'll be interesting to see how they play this one.
Well, those guys on the bench, they know their pay grade. They've been getting loose since the 4th inning. I look for the manager to definitely make the move here for another bat.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Number 2.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Taken in by Flores. To second for 1. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. They trail 3. Pat Neshek enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Here's Todd Frazier now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Comes set with the 0-1. Sliders in for a strike.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
Here it comes, 0-2. Popped up. Santana over to his right. Makes the play, 1 away. Ready once again, Dominic Smith. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. The 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. You're going to get a swing outside the zone, 1-1. Might as well fish a little bit further.
The 1-2. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Ready for another chance? Wilmer Flores. been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive. Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Here's the first pitch to him. And they'll start the at-bat with a sinker as this is chopped foul at the plate. Bounced up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and to make sure pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
And they're runners at the corners now. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. One run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. He comes across to score as they open it up to 6-2 now. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one. 3 runs already home here. A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. He's 2 for 4. 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mets 6 and the Phillies 2. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Grounded to short. Flores has it. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Cue shot here out towards short, and that'll be the second out. And that will bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bruce has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
6-2 the final total today. The New York Mets used a 3-run 9th to help propel them to the win. Zach Wheeler wins his 3rd of the season. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian.